individual. If you are standing in front of somebody, assuming I'm going to prophesy to Atanga, let's assume I don't know his name. I know nothing about him. So he just came, and then when he came, he's standing in front of me for me to prophesy. And all of a sudden, whilst I'm trying to discern, I have a brother who is called Fred. I wasn't thinking about him. All of a sudden, the thought of that gentleman came to me strongly. Mostly, when it comes to prophesying with accuracy and names and all that, you should understand that the Lord is actually just indirectly. That's how the Spirit of God communicates. So most of the time, some people thought that the Spirit of God communicates and then it is so clear like the way I'm talking to you. Yes, it can be, and also it may not be. So we need to understand the communication and know how to interpret it to be able to flow no matter where we find ourselves. Mostly, it's not like we don't hear from the Lord. The only issue is the way he communicates. We are not privy to the communications, the ways, and then the house, the methods. So if I'm standing in front of him, all of a sudden I had a strong desire or a strong thought of a brother of mine who is Fred, or a friend of mine who is called Fred. I wasn't thinking about that person. You should know that this guy has something to do with Fred. Most of the times that's how God communicates. So it doesn't mean that you should run away from him and go and call the other Fred and say, I'm just taking. No. That's how the Spirit of God communicates sometimes, using what you know. So he used the known to communicate the unknown to you. Or you know a story. You have an information about a particular story of a particular family. You know that family very well, and you know the family story. And once you are about to prophesy to this gentleman, all of a sudden that story, it just hits you. Pine. So God is using the known to communicate what the unknown. It is just a sign that probably that family, whatever they are going through, this guy's family goes through the same thing, similar thing. So that is how this communication is. Now, if you are bold enough to approach him and to tell him, you will be considered one of the greatest and the accuracy and blah blah. But mostly, it is simple. God used a known thing to communicate the unknown, to show you that this is what is